We made it! I have been so excited to get to the end of these 4 weeks of October so I can show you this huge bedroom makeover before and after. These 4 weeks went so fast and I really enjoyed sharing this whole process with you through this Room of the Month series. In week 1, you saw my inspiration board, and week 2, we went shopping together and found a few little pieces that would bring my guest bedroom to life. In week 3, you saw a sneak peek with some of the DIYs I was working on, and then now finally we're in week 4 for the big reveal. Yay! If you're new here, I want to say hello and thank you so much for joining the Artsy Cupcake crew. I'm Maria and I'm a full-time graphic designer, so I just love being creative pretty much every day, whether it be at work or at home. I share home decor, fashion, and recipe videos with cupcakes thrown in there because they're just my personal favorite. So if you like cupcakes and creativity, please make sure to hit that bell so you can get all kinds of creative ideas right here on Artsy Cupcake. So let's just get right into this before so I can show you the after and all the little details I put into this guest bedroom. So first I want to show you the inspiration board again because this is what I based my vision off of. It's light, bright, welcoming, refreshing, and has a nice neutral color palette. And we want this guest bedroom to be a really relaxing environment, and it's just a great way to welcome your guests if you give them a nice relaxing room. So here's my before. It's a small bedroom with only one window, yet this room does have a lot of light because of the direction of the window. And there was nothing on the walls, and I did have to work with that dresser since it's so heavy and it doesn't really have anywhere else to go in the house. I wanted to keep my budget really small, so I did a lot of DIYs and I found some items around the house to make this room come to life. Okay, let's show you the after. I think it looks pretty close to some of those inspiration photos. What do you guys think? I love how the curtains ended up looking. They are just perfect for the room, and I like how there's just mostly light grays, beiges, and whites in this room, but I balanced that out with a few dark items like the nightstand legs, the dresser, and the luggage rack. I feel that the room isn't too heavy and isn't too stark, it's just right. I finally have a headboard in here, and it matches the little bench at the end of the bed. This is perfect for guests to drop their purses on or just have somewhere to sit. I also have a chair in here and a luggage rack for more sitting and luggage placing options. I made those side tables myself, and they are very simple yet have an elegant look to them with the clean lines, so they don't distract from the decor and they don't take up too much room. So there's still that light, airy feel to the space. I placed some water bottles on the nightstands with a little custom label. Little easy touches like that really make guests feel special. I used blue on those bottles, which ties in with the custom acrylic diptych paintings that I did for above the bed. And these have a beachy vibe to them and add a touch of color without being overwhelming to the room. I also added that blue into these little baskets underneath the nightstands, and I put a few little blue flowers and some white florals in there, and then I added a few books in those baskets so the guests have some reading while they're staying. I decorated the dresser and hung the picture above it. I thought it would be nice to put together a little sign for guests with the Wi-Fi password. All the inspiration photos had tons of pillows and blankets, So that is just what I did, and I wanted the bed to look ultra cozy and inviting. So if you're working with neutrals, a good way to add interest, even though you're using a muted color palette, is to add in a lot of patterns. Don't be afraid to mix and match stripes and plaids with lace and linen. Mixing those patterns up will break up all those similar shades of colors so that you aren't floating in a sea of gray. Overall, I think this guest bedroom is very nicely balanced, and it has everything it needs to make a guest feel right at home. I'm really happy with how it looks, and I hope that you enjoyed this series and got a few ideas for decorating a guest bedroom from it. Thank you again so much to Heidi over at Happily Thriving Heidi for hosting this Room of the Month challenge. I always love doing collabs with Heidi. So make sure to check out that playlist linked below so that you can see Heidi's and all the other participants in this challenge. You can see all their videos. I'm really active in the comment section of my videos, so I would love to hear what you thought about this guest bedroom before and after. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very happy day.